In the grand story of humanity, there are chapters that stretch back to the very dawn of our consciousness. Imagine, if you will, a people whose lineage is so ancient, it makes the pyramids of Egypt seem like a recent development. These are the San people of southern Africa. They are not merely a culture, they are a living library of human history, a direct connection to our earliest ancestors. When we look into their eyes, we are looking back through millennia, witnessing a way of life that has endured against the relentless march of time. They are often called the world's first people, their DNA carrying the story of where we all began. They are, honestly, a testament to resilience, to adaptation, and to a profound understanding of the world that we have, in many ways, forgotten. Their story is not one of empires, of great stone monuments, or of written histories bound in leather. Instead, their legacy is etched into the very landscape they inhabit. It is sung in the rhythms of their unique language and danced in the firelight of their communal gatherings. To spend even a moment with the San is to feel the pulse of a different kind of existence, one guided not by clocks and calendars, but by the cycles of the sun, the moon, and the seasons. They remind us that for the vast majority of human history, we lived not as conquerors of nature, but as an integral part of it. Their presence in our modern world is a precious, humbling gift, a mirror reflecting our own distant past, and the fundamental questions of what it means to be human. The San people do not call a single nation home. Their ancestral lands are a vast and sprawling canvas, stretching across the arid heart of southern Africa. You will find their communities scattered across the immense sun-drenched landscapes of Botswana. You will find their communities scattered across the starkly beautiful deserts of Namibia. You will find their communities scattered across the rugged terrain of South Africa. For millennia, these lands have been their sanctuary, their provider, and really their entire universe. They know this earth not as a collection of properties to be owned, but as a living, breathing entity. The Kalahari Desert, a place many would see as inhospitable and barren, is to the San a garden of immense bounty. The Kalahari is a place of profound spiritual significance and endless resources if you only know where and how to look. Their connection to this land is not defined by fences or borders drawn on a map. It is a relationship written in the stars they use to navigate, in the ancient pathways they walk, and in the names they have for every plant, animal, and waterhole. This is, honestly, a geography of the soul. For countless generations they have moved with the seasons, following the migration of game and the availability of water, their lives dictated by the natural rhythms of their environment. The seemingly empty expanse of the desert is, to them, a detailed map of life, every dune and thorn bush holding a story, a memory, or a lesson. The story of their land is also a story of struggle. In recent history, the San have faced immense pressure, displacement, and the loss of their ancestral territories. Their fight to maintain a connection to their homelands is a fight for their very identity, a struggle to preserve the sacred bond between a people and the earth that has always been their home. Imagine a language that sounds like the world it describes, a language that echoes the gentle patter of rain, the snap of a twig underfoot, the chirping of an insect in the tall grass. This is the magic of the San languages. They are famous for their use of click consonants, sounds that are largely absent from most other languages on Earth. These are not just quirks of speech, they are an integral part of a complex and nuanced system of communication. To hear the San speak is to listen to a symphony of clicks, pops, and tones, a vocal orchestra as ancient as the rocks and hills of their homeland. It is believed to be one of the oldest forms of human speech still in use today. These clicks are not random noises. There are many different types of clicks: dental, alveolar, palatal. This complexity allows for an incredible richness of expression, enabling the San to convey subtle details about the natural world with breathtaking precision. It is a language perfectly molded by a hunter-gatherer lifestyle where clear, quiet communication is essential for survival. Think about its practical use in the wild. While on a hunt, a loud verbal command would scare away the prey, but a soft click, blending into the ambient noises of the bush, can convey a complex message yards away. An eland is behind that bush. Be careful, a snake is near your foot. The language itself is a tool, as vital to their survival as a bow or a digging stick. Today, these ancient languages are under threat. As younger generations of San integrate into modern society and learn dominant languages like English, Swana, Afrikaans, the daily use of their mother tongue is diminishing. With the loss of each speaker, we lose a piece of our collective human heritage. The Sand People are the original hunter-gatherers. Their way of life is, honestly, a masterclass in skill, patience, profound ecological knowledge. For tens of thousands of years, this has been their method of survival, a delicate dance of taking from the earth only what is needed. Sand hunters are legendary for their tracking abilities. They can read the land like a book, discerning the age, size, and direction of an animal from the faintest of marks left in the sand. A bent blade of grass, a scuffed stone, a barely perceptible footprint. Their primary hunting tool is the bow and arrow, but its true power lies not in its force, but in its subtlety. The arrow tips are coated with a potent poison, painstakingly derived from the larvae of a specific beetle. The poison does not kill instantly. Instead, a successful shot begins a long and arduous process known as a persistence hunt. The hunter, or group of hunters, will track the wounded animal for hours, sometimes even for days, across the vast, hot plains. This is a contest of endurance, a testament to the incredible physical stamina and mental fortitude of the San. While the men traditionally take on the role of the hunter, the women are the masters of gathering. Their knowledge of the plant world is nothing short of encyclopedic. The success of one is the success of all. This principle of sharing is the very bedrock of their society, a powerful lesson in cooperation that has ensured their survival across the ages. Long before the invention of paper or canvas, the Sand People were telling their stories on the most enduring of mediums, rock. Across southern Africa, in hidden caves and on sheltered rock faces, they left behind a breathtaking legacy of art. These are not simple drawings, they are in fact a profound and complex window into the spiritual world, the beliefs, and the daily lives. Some of these paintings are thousands of years old, yet they remain, faint whispers from a distant past. Using pigments made from ochre charcoal bird droppings, they painted scenes of hunts, dances, and strange, otherworldly figures, creating a sacred archive on stone. This rock art is deeply connected to the spiritual beliefs of the San, particularly the role of the shaman, or spirit healer. Many of the paintings depict what are believed to be trance experiences. In these rituals, the shaman would enter an altered state of consciousness to travel to the spirit world, seeking healing for the sick, rain for the dry land, or success in the hunt. The eland, the largest of the African antelopes, is a recurring and central figure in sand rock art. For the San, the eland is not just an animal to be hunted for its meat and fat, it is a creature of immense spiritual power, a symbol of creation. The act of painting an eland was a way of harnessing its power. For the Sand People, there is no separation between humanity and nature. They do not see the world as a collection of resources to be exploited, but as a vast, interconnected family of which they are a part. Every animal, every plant, every river, every star imbued with a spirit and a consciousness. This worldview fosters a profound and abiding respect for the environment, a sacred bond that has guided their actions for millennia. They live within the world, not on top of it. This relationship is not an abstract philosophy, it is a practical guide for daily life, ensuring the long-term sustainability of the land that nourishes them. This deep connection is reflected in their mythology and folklore. Animals that could once speak, the sun and moon being people's fundamental interconnectedness of all living things. The praying mantis, a small and seemingly insignificant insect, holds a special place as a divine trickster and creator figure in some Sand traditions. Even the smallest creature has significance and power within the great web of life. Their stories are not just entertainment, they are moral compasses, teaching ecological wisdom and reinforcing the importance of living in balance with the natural world. This intimate knowledge extends to every aspect of their environment. They know which plants have medicinal properties to heal ailments. Their pharmacy is the bush. This is not learned from books. It is a library of knowledge passed down through generations. In our modern world, where we are increasingly disconnected from the sources of our food and water, the San offer a powerful reminder of what we've lost. They are an echo of our past, but they are also a beacon for our future, illuminating a path of community, resilience, and harmony with the earth.